yeah, that definitely looks like part of the golf course path. So I should not be back here after all. I'm glad we had this discussion. Lots of, I think it's known for 2 or 3 things. First is way too many roundabouts. Roundabouts are almost unheard of here in America, unless, of course, you live somewhere near Carmel, and they're just a way of life. The second is there's bike paths everywhere. Basically, if you're on any street and you have, you don't have a bike path or a sidewalk in your yard, then you can pretty well expect to have one built sometime soon. Now, this is not a great place to have the GoPro. There really isn't room to stick it on top of my helmet. Another time. And this needs a better spot because I need all of this hand grip to comfortably rest my hand. But I suppose this is good enough. For now, anyway. I don't know how long I'm going to be out. Maybe an hour. I think I'll just randomly ride around some. So if you haven't seen one, this is your average roundabout. I think they get more cars through here than stop sign. I definitely get more cars through here than a stop sign, and sometimes they make more sense than a stoplight, especially if one road is very busy and the other one is really quiet. Because when you put a stoplight in there, then the people who are on the quiet street trying to get across are really stuck there for a long time because the light is super short. loves building these sidewalks everywhere. Oh, there's a cool little path through the woods there. So I went out earlier this morning. I was so desperate. I probably talked about this in last night's video. I was so desperate to get out of the house that I went to this plant sale a little to the north of here. And I'm glad I went, and it had nothing to do with buying these plants. Where's the road? Does it curve or does it just end? I hope it, oh yeah, it keeps going on the other side. So we get out there and we passed an abandoned silo along the way. And that got me kind of excited. I looked more carefully at the lot, and I could only find the silo there, because there probably wasn't a farmhouse or anything there. But the region between like the edge of the urban sprawl crossing into the country is a really good spot to look for these abandoned houses. My theory is that the farmland I'm guessing that the land becomes too valuable for the farmers to keep farming on, but they can't afford the house now. Yeah, and they can't afford the house now. But I don't really know why these houses are often abandoned. It's probably a subject for another video, even though I probably won't remember to do it. I need a list of subjects to talk about for other videos. I forgot to empty this memory card. It won't let me do it from the computer. I have to do it from the GoPro itself, and I never... Okay, now it's acting funny again. But now that it's not on my head, I can see what it's doing. We'll go this way. I don't know what street this is. I don't know what any of these streets are. That was a nice car. So, I've had problems with just getting out to these places because, you know, it takes a while, 30-40 minutes to actually get out of the city when you live in the middle of the city. And this is not this is a completely landlocked city. So something like New York or Chicago, where you're half of the city or a third of the city, whatever, it's bounded by water. So when you're downtown, you can just like go straight out, away from the water. I guess Chicago's kind of different, and New York and Chicago might be bad examples because of how big of a city they are. But something like when we went to Burlington, Vermont last year for vacation, not an especially exciting vacation, but I did get to go to the resort in the Catskills, which was very fun. It did not take very long to get out of the city there, and it is bounded on one side by water. Lake Champlain. It's spelled Champagne, but it's not so Champagne. of the first major U.S. cities do not have a waterway that can be served by like steamboats and stuff. The only river that could support a boat to Indianapolis is pretty low most of the time. I think the only boat to ever reach Indianapolis was not able to return because the water was too low. I might check that story when I get home. So my screen keeps pulling up these things that says highlight tagged. And I don't know what's causing it to do that. Let's see. This car goes by. Let's see if it does something. Nope. How big is this crooked, sick neighborhood? Oh, there's a golf cart. For allowing golf carts to ride on bike paths. It's the American way. When you disagree with someone, you sue them. I would just ride through the neighborhood, but you know, I tried to do that. And everywhere I went, both on the walk I took a few days ago and this bike ride just now, it dead ends into the golf course. There's nowhere to go. So this neighborhood must surround the golf course. Oh, hello, dog. Hello, barbecue thing. Oh, I think this is ditch road because ditch road ends here. I've gone 1 mile north, maybe half a mile east from where my house is. I wonder why the road ends here. I will get on Google Maps when I get home to see what's on the other side of those trees. Ah, crap. I'm out of trail. No trail on that road. It looks like I've got to go back the way we came. That sucks. I'm surprised there isn't a bike path on this road for that reason. Okay. Maybe I could just ask. Hey, can you put a bike path in, and they'll spend a couple $1 million putting one in. Darn. Stupid hill. So I learned that we are not allowed to play on the golf course, even though we live next to it. But supposedly, we do have free tickets for if there's a pro game there. I'm gonna give you guys a riddle. What is the most efficient machine? I'm not talking about like a theoretical machine, one with 100% efficiency. handle grips suck. These are nice houses. I feel like I'm the only one in this neighborhood that doesn't have a nice house. We have a dump. Those people are remodeling. Maybe they feel the same way. Oh, they even have a porta potty outside their house. And an extra driveway. In this house in the trees. Oh, maybe it's this house. Yeah, definitely this house. Maybe it's a graduation or something. I know this road has to be a dead end. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn around. I don't know, they might try to kick me out for being here uninvited. Hey, watch, I'm gonna break the law here and not stop at this stop sign. Whoosh! I'm now a wanted man. All the cops, I'm breaking the law. Those people have an overhang between their two garages, so that even if you park outside the garage, you can still come inside without going through the rain. Hey, there's a train mailbox. It's a Purdue train mailbox. That was cool. I'm gonna show that to my brother someday. Well, that house looks nice. I like how you can't see anything that I'm talking about if it's not right in front of here. But if I put it on my head, like I'm always looking around and stuff, it might get kind of disorienting. Hello, dog. You looking at me? Oh, now he is. I was seeing the back of his head. Butler Rock. Way back in the day, I had this game I played. I don't really know if it had a name. I guess you could just call it the mailbox game. And it really wasn't even a game. Oh, hey, there's a hole back here. Which hole is it? I don't see a sign. It must be back there. went in the morning, the mailbox game wasn't super fun. Because in the afternoon, everyone's mail has been delivered. No one has their flag up. And in some neighborhoods, you don't have mailboxes. You have chutes that go right into the house. Those neighborhoods weren't fun either. But in neighborhoods like this, you had to look at every mailbox on both sides of the road. It was hard to catch every mailbox. I am not in shape for riding my bike. Hello, puppies. Hello, bird. Hello. I got hit by that tree. Oh, it's too bad we can't play on that golf course. It's supposed to be really nice. We have to play on a golf course with all the regular people. That's a nice yard. It looks like an entrance to someone's neighborhood, not a driveway. Oh, maybe there's two houses there. Or maybe they're so rich they have two houses. I didn't feel like saying hi to them. My back is hurting. I need like an actual chair instead of like this pedestal I sit on. Timothy Holmes. Your home looks stupid. I'm glad I didn't go too far. My back really hurts.